So Danny gets absolutely grilled on Love Island after Sun, and he definitely did not see this coming.
Danny, let's go back to when you entered the villa.
Yes.
What did you like so much about your one day?
I liked my...
If I had stayed in, do you think you two would still be together now?
Ooh, who knows?
Don't know.
Yeah, honestly?
It's a fair question.
Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, don't be a damn pagan. Click that button and subscribe to my channel. And follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Murali. My handle is in the description box below. Now again, this interview with Danny and Jordan was so awkward and the tension was absolutely hilarious because Danny did not see any of this coming. Question after question after question after question.
So Arabella entered, and everything changed.
Caroline Flack was absolutely grilling him, and I found it absolutely hilarious the way she opened up the interview when she was like, "So, what did you like about your one day?"
Danny, let's go back to when you entered the villa.
Yes.
What did you like so much about your one day?
I liked my...
So again, like Danny really can't get away from any Love Island airtime without anything being associated with Yewande, because effectively Yewande put him on the damn map, and he basically was, you know, without him there would be no lifeline. Like without Yewande there would be no lifeline for him. He wouldn't be able to even be in the villa. He wouldn't be sitting there today with such kind of relevance to an extent, I would say so. So the first question was, you know, what do you like about Yewande? And she was like, oh, you know, I like the fact that she knew what she wanted. She wasn't going after several different guys and she only wanted one person. But clearly that wasn't appealing for you. My issue with this interview is that everything that he was saying was coinciding with Yewande's interview. And I think we have to put them at parallel when we are discussing either one, because both of their stories coincide, and they don't, obviously they do because they were related, but like they don't make sense. Either one of them's lying, and obviously I feel like Danny is. And what I mean by that was when Caroline Flack spoke about antibiotics coming into the villa, and he was blaming on editing, and he was basically saying it looked like my head got turned for Artichoke, but really and truly that wasn't the case. Me and Yewande weren't doing that well 3 to 4 days prior. We weren't talking that much and everything. But then Yewande was saying that he wasn't even speaking to me.
I didn't see any potential in Yewande at that point because it wasn't working.
Yeah.
Yewande was the one who said in that interview that if lest we forget, lest we damn forget. Yewande was saying, oh, you know, me and Danny weren't talking. That's when I knew that I was going home, when I was standing there with Artichoke and both of us were there. I knew that I was one going home because he didn't even speak to me the last couple of days. When we were both meant to be picked by the guys, he went to go and reassured Abracadabra, but he didn't go and reassure me. So she was saying all of this, basically saying that he was over that when, as soon as Arscrack came in, he was over that from day one.
If I had stayed in, do you think you two would still be together now?
Ooh, who knows?
Don't know.
Yeah, honestly?
It's a fair question.
So how he's playing it now is saying it's to do with editing. It's to do with editing. This was the reason why it looked like my head was turned. He wasn't, like, I don't understand. And then in the same sentence, he also said that he has apologized. If you have apologized, why are you retracting that apology effectively in a weird way? By apologizing, that basically means that your head was turned, you were in the wrong, you played your one day, you should have done so, end of story, call it a damn day. But in that same sentence, you also were saying, oh, it looks like my head got turned, which basically means that the way editing was done, which again disassociates blame from yourself, and that in itself is basically retracting from any apology that you have apparently given to Yewande. So I find it quite weird. He was also asked, you know, if all three of the girls were in there now, who would you pick? And everybody was a bit intense, and obviously he said Jordan. He obviously did what Anton couldn't do in the last episode, was to reassure the girl that you are with. He obviously said Jordan because she was sitting next to him, and you know, she's like, are you just saying this because I'm here? And I was like, wow, this is getting intense. But at the same time, I just feel like he had to, because she is there, and you know, nobody should be treated or felt like being a second best.
She's really, really understanding of that. And for that, we built a bit of a friendship pretty much straight away. So I'd say that,
It kind of went
kind of grew
from
from
there.
there.
Yeah, he was banned from using the word connection though, so we used the phrase that we got on really well. But yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like if Abracadabra was definitely not dumped. I do feel like those two would be just as strong and going well together. However, what we are seeing in this interview is that both of them, Danny and Jordan, do admit that they have been seeing each other every single day from when they both got dumped. Every single day they've been together, they've been posting together, they even reunited with Sharif, which I found a bit confusing because they weren't even together for the Love Island journey, but obviously they either knew each other prior or, you know, they were all, because of production, all the cast knew each other in some way, shape or form, I don't even know. But what we can see is that Danny and Jordan are doing absolutely great together. Nobody really expected this, but I feel like when it comes to Love Island relationships, give it 3 months. 3 months is my kind of time frame where to see if after 3 months, if they're still going well together, then we should consider them as a good relationship or as a potential strong relationship that could go further. Right now, it's way too early for us to see if these guys can do anything. Perhaps this could be a contract, and once the contract's over, they ended. Because if Danny and Jack can end their relationship and they won the damn show, Amber and Kem, then all these other little ones, I'm not really here for them as of yet. So we'll see how far Danny and Jordan going. But I was here for all of the grilling. You can tell that there's a little bit of bias from Caroline Flack's side, and rightly so. I'm very glad that she did. She was grilling him literally question after question after question, constant grilling, and I just found it absolutely hilarious because he was also saying that, you know, oh, if Artichoke got dumped, then, you know, me and Jordan, I'm very glad that she came in and everything. And I just feel like he luckily was in convenient spaces. That's just what I feel. Like, Yewande was there conveniently for him. And then obviously Artichoke came in and it was convenient for him, but I feel like he liked her. And then, you know, with Jordan, he was leaning towards her and he liked her as well, because if Artichoke wasn't dumped, I highly doubt he'd be moving to anybody or be open to anything. I just don't think he would be. So we'll see how well Jordan and Danny go. I was here for this Love Island After interview. I found it hilarious. It was intense. It was awkward. It was grilling. Even his team turned off the comments on his Instagram because they couldn't handle it anymore. And even if you look now, both Abracadabra and both Danny are both still getting negative comments about that entire situation. People are not letting it up. So it's definitely interesting. Let me know what your thoughts are on this kind of interview between these two, and let me know what your thoughts are on Danny and Jordan. Do you guys think they make a good couple? I think aesthetically they do look good together, but just the way Jordan came across on TV, you could blame on editing or not, I don't even know, but she didn't come across well at all. It's an absolute shame. She came off very, not somebody who stirs stuff, but it came off as if she was doing it in a malicious way, very conniving. And when you come off like that, as if you're doing something intently to cause some damage intently without any jovial manner, like it was like the opposite end of the spectrum from Theo. Theo would come in the villa, do the absolute most, but you can tell he was joking about doing it and he wasn't completely serious. But I just felt like a conniving kind of atmosphere with Jordan. I just don't know why. Perhaps it was editing, perhaps it wasn't. But it was a shame that she wasn't as liked as Yewande, because I feel like there was potential for her. But I think because she went for Danny, she shot herself in the foot. She was meant to go for him from the get-go, as she explained in this interview. So that must have meant that she knew that he must have been disliked from Yewande. So was that really a great chess move? I don't know. Because if she still went for Curtis, she still would have been in the villa. But she obviously didn't like Curtis at all and liked Danny. Let me know what your thoughts are. Subscribe to my channel, click that button for daily and consistent content. Follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Morali, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.